Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is February 16th of 2024. It's Friday, 31 degrees Fahrenheit or a minus 1 degree Celsius at 6:30 p.m. I hope you can all hear me because my mic went out, so I have to recharge it. Today we're working on Lila Marie. That's Lila's sister, my other Bougainvillea. And the way you pronounce this is Rijnstar. I looked it up on the computer where they do the pronunciation, so it's R-I-J-N-S-T-A-R. It's pronounced Rijnstar. So it's a Rijnstar Lila Bougainvillea. Mrs. Boog of 2022 did not make it. I think it was the cold, wet soil in the basement. That soil never dried out. I don't know why. So today on her pot, because I guess it's holding water, we're using Aquarium charcoal on the bottom of the pot, and you can get that in any aquarium shop because the legs on this pot has those goofy feet. And here's the small, let's see, let me put a little bit in my hand so you can see it. That's the small charcoal that I just put in the bottom of the pot. And why did I do that? Because that pot has in its base in here, it's got those holes in there. So with the charcoal in there, that's going to fill up the holes, and whatever water's in there, it's not going to go stagnant. That charcoal's going to filter it out. So that's what we're going to do on that. So here's Lila Marie. We'll get our Santa Claus out of there, and we'll put him on the side. Let me put this down so you can see it, and I hope I talk loud enough for you. So right now, before we do anything, we're going to have to check her out. I'm going to use my ironwood tools because you know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. And going into this little crevice there, I'm going to use my needle nose to cut real close to here. There. I'll put it in water. And then this one here, before we repot it, we got to clip it. So this one here is coming out to here. We don't want that. We want to get all these kukuriku branches out of the way, but we're still going to use them. Maybe I can get a couple to restart. And then this branch down here, I'm going to cut it out as close as I can to there. You can see how nice and green it still is. So I'm going to put them short branches into there. Now this is a long branch that she's growing out, but I think we're going to keep it so it grows this way and take this branch off. Or maybe not. Maybe we can fill it out. So let's take it off to here and have this one grow out this way. Cut this one back here so everything goes in a flow. Now we'll get this one right here because this one will come out that way. I don't know if those will grow. And we'll cut this one back so this grows this way. Put that in there. And if we can get these two branches to go that way, we can eliminate this one and this one. I'm doing the clip and grow method. I want this one to taper off more this way. We got a green bud, but this bud here looks more alive. So I'm going to cut that and put that in there. And this branch is coming towards us, so we're going to cut this one out. Real close. There we go. And put it in there. Now, we'll take our tag out. And we'll rewrite on here and rename her later. But let's get everything out of the pot and check on her roots. There we go. So put that pot on the bottom. And we'll get my steak fork and take the soil out and see how her roots are doing. Now right here we got a big old stub there. So I'm going to cut that out as close as we can. Cut this big old thorn out of there. We don't need a thorn. Throw that in there. So let's get this all taken care of. And I mean, she's got a nice little root system here. So let me take the cover off the pot. Take this soil into here. Now, you study the plant when you get them, and then you make your decision on how you want to cut it. Right off the bat right now with me, I just went by sight. Fly by. 1, 2, 3, this is what I'm going to do, and that's it, no turning back. So that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to be aggressive with yourself. And if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. What are you going to do? That's life. Let's get this out of here. Now, I have my little bath here with the fish water there. Let's see if we can get some more of the soil off. And it's a little tough, but I'm kept this one on the dry side because a low light in the basement. So by getting it nice and wet, and then I can throw all this water out into the yard tomorrow. Right now it's too cold to go out there. This is definitely tea weather. And you know what Friday night is? It's dance night. So you dance with get your sweetie, grandma get grandpa off the couch, do a slow dance, have a cup of tea, and listen to some old time big band music when music was music. And then after that, just relax and enjoy each other's company for a while. There we go. Let's see her root system. I can get some of the soil out. It's going pretty good. It doesn't have a long tap root. So that's good. Let's get all that out of there. Have to make sure I'm getting you into the video here. And this is part here is just a part of the whatchamacallit. I can't think. The root, the plug that they had, the little lining that decays in there, and that one's almost pretty well decayed. But you can see the nice little root system in here. Now we're not going to do much to the roots because it's still young, the root system. And you can see how nice it is. The only thing we're going to do is we're going to take just these ones that are growing straight up off, just like that. Anything that's going up, just cut it back a little bit so it goes down. Because I don't have a greenhouse to put this in, so right now I'm just doing it for now because I want to get this thing growing nice. Lila Marie, that's her name now. Because the other one's Lila, even though that's the name on on the plant itself, but that's what we're gonna call them, Lila and Lila Marie. So there we go. So all you Maries out there, here's Lila Marie. So let's get this out of the way. Put the cover back on our soil bucket. Move our soil bucket out of the way so I can't kick it over. Get our pot. I ain't worried about it front now. It's just an old pot. So let's get my cup. And we'll get the soil out. Now I mixed it with a little more perlite in here to see how much this faster draining soil will do. So it's the same mix as yesterday. When the brain was working today, telling me, hey, Tom, use the charcoal. The dust. Definitely a cup of tea after I'm done with this. There we go. Put it up like that a little bit. Get this out. Put this down. And let's position her. So I think this will be the front because that's a little bit more darker. And we can put her in here like this. I think that'll be good. It's a little crossover this way and this way, or I can put it this way I think this way would be better for the front because with this way you can see the branches are all flowing backwards. But we'll see what happens. We'll see really what happens because we want that flow back more. Let's get that in there. But first, let's get our Nikos out. And Tom, don't lose your rubber band. I'm going to put it right here. If I forget it, let me know where it's at. What are you going to do? Don't grow old. My father told me never grow old, and did I listen to him? No. I grew old. Well, you're young at heart and young in the mind. That's all you got to do. So let's put our beneficial bacteria. You say, Tommy, well, you put beneficial bacteria on Mrs. Boog. Yeah, but if the soil's wet and it can't, and stays wet and everything starts to rot in there, I don't care how much beneficial bacteria you get in there. When the roots rot, they go. And same thing with the bacteria. So we got that in there. We're going to put her off to the side this way because this is the front. There we go. And then we're going to put it, just wiggle her in. Yep, that's about soil level there. Right like that. We'll get our potting mix in. No, I don't have nothing here yet to decorate them. First, I want to see if they're going to grow. So let's get all this in. Lila Marie, a Rijnstar Bougainvillea at Ted's Nursery, Ted's Greenhouse. Ted's Greenhouse out in Tinley Park. 16930 South 84th Avenue in Tinley Park, Illinois. There's Ted's Greenhouse. He's got a lot of bougainvilleas. When I went there, oh my God, he's got a lot of bougainvilleas that they're rooting. Ted's is the place for boogs. Bougainvilleas and all kinds of starter plants that you want to do. Cactus, everything, you name it. For those of you that want to try a papaya tree, he's got papaya trees there in the spring. I mean, they do a good job there. Okay, so we got this all in. Don't be afraid to use your fingers, and if you can't use your fingers, get a rock or something and just help yourself press it down. If you got arthritis, there you go. Now, no matter how old you are, you can be 105, you can still have someone go to Ted's and get you a bougainvillea and enjoy the flowers. And don't be afraid to work with it. You got to keep that mind going. You let that mind go stagnant, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. You're going to grow old and wind up sitting on a couch. That I never want to do. Okay, we'll fire it in a little bit more. Fire it in, fire it in. Don't be afraid to fire it in. You got to get all them air pockets out of the root system. There you go. Fire it in. There you are. There you go. Let's get Mr. Elephant because I got him filled up with fish water. And you can see how nice and fast this is draining. It goes right in there. So we got a good mix there. Good. Get that out of the way. Very good. Very good. We got it. And sometimes I water it through, sometimes I don't. Depends on where I can store all the water that runs out of the pots. Just like that. And the water runs through. Let's give it a little shot here. A little more. And then, yeah, I got my paper towels behind the chair. I can use your pants, that's why God made pants. And then we're going to take our lipstick from yesterday. I should have tried to get the name, but lipstick is better than cut paste because you don't get it all over your fingers and it stays on just as long as cut paste, if not longer sometimes. And it's easy to remove if you have to. But in the wintertime when I cut my roses, this lasts all winter long. The snow, the rain, the sleet, whatever, doesn't affect the lipstick at all. So here's my other wound over here. It's easy to do. But guys, remember, if you're using lipstick, don't get it on your shirt collar, because your wife's going to say, where have you been? But just tell her, wife, I'm using lipstick to seal my plants. All the stuff in there. Let me get a little bit of water. We'll wipe the top of the pot. Just like that. It's in. I got this little house from Mrs. Boog. We can put our little house here. And then when I get some sand and stuff, I can put it around there. We can get old Santa Claus sitting by his house, ready to go in. We'll put a nice little rock in the corner here. Let's see, this is a piece of dragon stone right there. And there you have it. That's our little Lila Marie, Rijnstar, Bougainvillea. So give it a shot. Ain't hard to do, even though it's cold out. So with this fast draining soil, it should do pretty good. Nothing drained out of there. So you want to see it watered and drained through. Okay, let's give it another shot. That way there you can see it. And then with the houses and stuff on there, you can see that it's good to water on there, especially because it helps defray the water going in. So with our little house there, Lila Marie, there she is, little house, and you can see it's draining real nice and fast. So don't be afraid, give it a shot. Cup of tea tonight. It's a cold one, that's why I got my heavy shirt on. Cup of tea, some big band music. Dance with your sweetie, even if it's a slow dance. And if you can't dance and your arthritis bothers you, or you're not good at dancing, sit back, relax with a cup of tea with your sweetheart and just enjoy each other's company. So, from Lila Marie, Mr. Elephant, Pinkie Pie, and myself, have a nice Friday evening, everyone.